Welcome, very good afternoon. You're watching Mirror Now. I am Afrida Rahman Ali. We get you updates from Tamil Nadu first, and there is extremely disturbing data that we have on job losses in the state of Tamil Nadu. Results of a survey, the Tamil Nadu COVID-19 Pulse Survey conducted by Madras Institute of Development Studies, claim that there has been a 53% loss of livelihood for people in Tamil Nadu. Now, this is a figure which, in terms of loss of livelihood or jobs, and 67% of the households have experienced income loss. The study has been commissioned by the Tamil Nadu government. Well, so this is the kind of data that is now coming out of the pandemic situation, which has actually shown the impact, the level and extent of the impact that the pandemic has had, especially in the field of employment and jobs. So the results of this survey that was conducted by Tamil Nadu COVID-19 Pulse Survey indicates 53% loss of livelihood, which means a little over half of job losses taking place there, which is extremely disturbing to see. This is a picture of job loss in Tamil Nadu. 67% of the households have reported reduction or loss of incomes. Let me go across to Pramod Madhav joining us. Pramod, your home state, of course, and it's of course very disturbing to see that so many people are having to deal with job losses. What is the government's policy in this regard? After this data was released, has there been any official statement?
It absolutely is a kind of like hard times for the people of Tamil Nadu, and just like you mentioned, this survey was conducted by Madras Institute of Developmental Science, which was commissioned by the Tamil Nadu government. They have very clearly mentioned that the survey, with a sample size of 10,031 people over the phone, has very clearly shown that like loss of livelihood has occurred in a very big state, and that's the reason 53% of the people, people shows that they have lost their livelihood in the survey sample itself. In fact, they claim that 56% of that is from rural area and 50% from urban area, and not just that, the actual net income that has decreased in rural area from 11,000 to 6,000 plus rupees, and in urban areas from 7,000 to 11,000 plus rupees. People are completely devastated with the lockdown, which has been continuously expanding in the state of Tamil Nadu, considering that a minimum of 5,800 people are reported COVID-19 positive every day, and the state says that all these measures are required to maintain, to actually control COVID-19. However, we put forward all these information in front of Fisheries Minister Jay Kumar, and he has said that already a committee has been constituted with a former Reserve Bank officer as its head, and the state is looking into the matter, and they claim that based on these data, proper policy decisions will be taken soon, which is also what the people are requesting the government to do as early as possible.